I think what people are going to remember about Mayor Carpenter was how hard he worked. His work ethic was tremendous. If he wasn't sleeping, he was working.
I was one of the people that he would text at all hours of the day. I'm a son of the city of Brockton. I was born in Brockton, lived there my early years. But when I met with Bill, I definitely got the sense from him that more was expected.
He did the work in 6 years that it takes most people to do in twice that time.
Mayor Carpenter spent more than 30 years here in Brockton, and he loved the city. He loved seeing the city grow and thrive. I think part of Bill's legacy will be economic development in combating the opioid crisis. Before becoming mayor, he served on the school committee, and I think that's really where he discovered his passion for public service in combating the opioid epidemic. I know that issue had hit close to home with him, and he felt a need to get involved.
He was one of our strategic partners early on that helped inform the governor and me on our plans to combat the opioid epidemic.
He announced high school sports, and I think a lot of people will know and remember Bill as a boxing ring announcer. He actually sat on the committee to bring the Rocky Marciano statue here to Brockton, and I know he was very passionate about that.
In many ways, Bill was a true Renaissance man. He had lots of interests. Sports was certainly one of them, but it was a way for him to also connect with people from all walks of life.
He had a joy about him, always a smile, always a twinkle in his eye, but always with an idea to push you to want to do more for the city.
Even in the most difficult moments, he found an opportunity to laugh. It was such a contagious laugh, I would just start laughing just because I heard him laughing. You know, and this would happen a lot. We were dealing with very contentious issues.
Bill was really dedicated to being a continuous learner.
He took every opportunity he could to learn more about the job. And not all mayors do that.
Bill had tremendous relationships with the other mayors throughout the Commonwealth, particularly in gateway cities, and really wanted to learn from their experience so that he could be much faster to the solution in Brockton.
He truly, truly was not only a champion for his home city, Brockton, but a champion for all the gateway cities.
For several years, we didn't have any long-term vision or strategy for the future of the city. So one of the first things Bill did when he came in as mayor was develop an economic development team, building relationships and partnerships with people from the public and private sector to revitalize the city.
It was a change in emphasis from the mayor's office, and there was a real concern, would business, by pursuing its own agenda, leave us behind? And it was very important to Bill that that didn't happen.
Mayor Carpenter really understood things like transit-oriented development and leveraging our unique attributes, things like our proximity to Boston, our home affordability. A lot of the new buildings, the improved infrastructure, downtown investment, these are all a direct result of the strategies Mayor Carpenter put in place.
He helped plant the seeds for the renovation, the revitalization of downtown Brockton.
Bill's legacy in Brockton is alive and well. How it continues today is just a much greater collaboration between the business community, government, and the nonprofit community than ever before.
He was an inspiration to me as a public servant to just keep doing my best.
I think Mayor Carpenter's legacy will be someone who really changed the face of Brockton, really changed the long-term vision that we have here.